Hello there, I am Saruni Lajurkar from CS1 batch. In the videos of the two certification courses, I have learned about the basic concepts of Linux and also about the Kali Linux. What is operating system is basically an interface used to perform the different applications or the tasks through the different resources and the hardwares. It is known as an operating system. Operating system is generally the software that allows us to interact and with the resources from the hardware to the use them in a certain ap- applications task. Memory management, schedule, give questions to request, responsible for the input and output device are some works that operating system does. There are two types of the operating system, that is the generic operating system and the specific operating system. In the generic operating system, Windows, Linux, microwaves are some of its parts. In a specific operating system, where operating system is one of its example. Now, what is a Linux? Linux is just like the Unix, but not the Unix. It is a kernel. Now you have must question about what is a kernel. So kernel is something like it manage the memory, it use the process management, job schedule, all is done by the kernel. Like Linux is an open source kernel that is used with their other operating systems of like library function application, in which the function and the library applications are done which make it's the operating system. It Linux does the same work as the Windows and the Mac, but using some specific programs. Linux Android is also the Linux base. We have also learned about some of the history about the Linux, like Unix based kernels developed by the Linus traveled in 1991. Unix and the Linux have the same design philosophy but not the same source code. There are some benefits I have figured out from the videos of the Linux. That is the it is a operate open source, which is anybody can use it without any permissions, or sorry, without any pay. It is a highly flexible that we can do any changes as our wish, that is we want. It is a lightweight operating system. It is a highly configurable, that is the number of the setting available in it. It is a fairway malware, that is a virus free and safe to use. It is awesome for the development, like based for the software development. The uses for the Linux can be like hacking, development and gaming. There are also like we have also learned about the Linux versus Unix. That is, what is a Unix and what is a Linux. Unix is an operating system developed by the Ken Thomas and the Dennis Klitsch in 1970. Linux is just kernel. Linux is a kernel, but the operating system. Okay, Linux not shared by the source code with the Unix, but share the design principle with the Unix. Now Unix is written in the C, influenced the development of the Mac and other operating system. Unix is a paid operating system, and that is that at sold after the development. Like in the companies A and Tech, it is sold after the development. Linux is an open source software developed by the Linux Travis in 1991, as I had told earlier. Linux is a operating based but depend upon the applications. Linux distribution, that is Linux distros in short. The first distro was root, bootroot, and then SLL, etc. DPN is also the operating system, has the Ubuntu. Distributions like the security, hacking, network roots, development use, etc. are done in the Linux. Uh, that, for example, the Fedora, Ubuntu, Lebin, BN, BBN, LPIN, size, and other uses like the Art Linux, Opicius, RHEL, etc. We also learn about the basic concepts of the Linux like the user mode, kernel mode, shell, file system, package, etc. In the user mode, the limited mode, which is not have the full access. Like in the kernel mode, the user have the full access. In the shell, it's the interface to talk to kernel. Like in the Linux, there is a bash shell, KS shell, and sh shell. In the file system, all the store it stores all the files and the data. Package manager install, delete, download lots of the packages using the address or the URL of the package. Users, now users are the two types of the users, that is a root user and the normal user. Root user had all the access in the given directory or given file, and normal user do not have the access like the root user. Now let me just show all the commands I have learned in these two videos performed on the computer. Here I have used the Fedora. First command, we have to make the directory. To make the directory, we have to use mkdir space directory name. Here Linux 12 is my directory name. Then we have to do the change. We have to use the cd directory, that is change the current directory to the specific directory. That is cd Linux 12. Then we can see in which directory we are by this Linux 12. Then another command we here use is pwd. If we use the pwd, we display to the working directory back. Right. Now there are a couple of commands here. Like we have to make the file, so we use the touch space file name. Let my file name be s1 with extension, that is .txt. Here we have make a file that is seen. We can see in the gedit. Here we have to search for our file, that is s1. Here you can see our directory Linux 12. Now open the directory and you will see the file we just made, that is s1.txt. Now open the file and here just write some content that like Linux is secure. Linux is operating system. Linux is open source. Now save the file. No. Now we have saved the file here. Now we can see the file here, that is by using the command ls. Here is the file name, that is s1.txt. Now the another one we can use to see what are the contents here in the file by using the command cat space file name with extension, and here you can see all the content we have written in the same file. In the file we use echo command, that is used to display all the content in the file, that is like echo enter your name. And then we use read. Read is used to read the variable in the given file. Here name is my variable. Now we can use echo again to display the given content, like echo dollar. Here dollar is used to display. Now we can see this after saving the file. Here we use bash file name with extension, and here it is the enter your name. So my name is and so the name is printed here again. Okay.